Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to my Endwalker playthrough with me for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Firemac. And like I said, I was gonna cut off that quest in the middle because I didn't want to go too far on it in the last episode because the last episode was so full of role quests. I'm trying to keep the role quests a little separate from the main quest stuff as much as I can. So anyway, let's just continue. Just talk to the crew real fast. I say, Firemac, whence came this? So Lacrum that standeth beside thee. He's drunk. I see falsely. But just stole it at Thancred, but moments ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then. Keep thy secrets. Woo! You can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. I pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. I'd like to think I give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate nodder. That's being me. It's all in good fun. I wouldn't have it any other way. Woo! Maybe I'm drunk. Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle through Angers, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you could find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Ooh. Alizane and Alphino? In that order? Alizane's so far away from a thing. The Alphinos is so close. I'm going to Alphino first. Is that Estinian and not armor? What? Surely this is the first time you see me without my armor. Yeah, it is, actually. Unless you count that time you were bedridden.
Oh. What brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
Oh, it already happened.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
Everyone's getting ready to say goodbye for good. Man, game, Yoshida, whoever's writing the story, nobody better freaking die. What I feel like they're all gonna die.
Not to say I think we won't be returning.
Y'all better be returning, I swear.
Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait!
What is it, Elf? No, you can literally just come and walk with us and say what you're about to say.
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Stop, you're gonna make me cry.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Suppose I had to thank you both as well. You're never one to forsake a friend, Alpha now. I'm gonna go with the first one. It seems the most fitting, in my opinion.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidelin meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Oh. Did my camera just freeze? Bruh, I think my camera just froze. I literally just looked over as it froze. It's my camera that froze, nothing else. Sorry about that, everyone. Webcam literally froze. I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep that in the video, but my webcam definitely froze and I had to fix that. But we're back. A few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlian after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? All that remains is return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino has maintenance to carry on those floating things of his, too. Guess the student would be the quickest one way there. Granatia and Alze is not a pair I expected. Let's see. Or just put it away. Is this person... Why do I feel like they're posing with Granatia? Anyway. Graha. Really, Graha's sleeping? Is Alize also sleeping? You try to speak with Alize, but she is fast asleep. They're both sleeping? Okay. I'm playing the Crystal Tower music at a slower pace. Yeah, there's Prowl.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come.
I don't understand how they can sleep like that, by the way.
Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness.
Oh, don't worry.
When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar.
Does it grow, huh?
'Tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood?
Goddamn.
Not one word.
Okay, Alizé, chill.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle. Oh.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
Just chatting.
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
It's a secret. Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. Nothing in particular. I'm going with that one. They still don't freaking put in the giggles and there was like one part in freaking Final Fantasy that they did they actually added in the giggles and laughs. But they don't do that anymore. It's really awkward. But who am I supposed to talk to right now? Oh, we're supposed to go back now. That's enough reading for one day, as we don't know how long we'll be away. I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat! Absolutely famished. What about you? Already ate. I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last inn on my way back. gods, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next. I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training, but not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Uh-huh. If nothing else, these two would be seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. Says the girl with the permanent cat hood. Or the ear... What exactly are you supposed to be? Moogle? Fox? Not entirely sure. You're definitely some sort of animal hood wearing person. It has not changed their clothes not once since we've met them. Giorgio. That's a really close. That's close to the JoJo name right there. Jojo. Alright, so this is... we're gonna go sleep as our summoner. Welcome back, Firemac. Returned to catch a few winks before embarking on our mission, I presume? You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoyed the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Yep. I just want the XP. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Uh-oh. What's happening all the way out here? What is that? Xenos? That is Xenos. You're an only Reaper around. Got like Medusa hair going on, you see that?
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
Yeah, I knew the words got to Xenos. And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning. So quiet.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Absolutely freaking doodly.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words.
Thalmasane.
You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Freaking Graha. You too, Tachiru. You too. Whee! Is it still level 89? Okay. Onto the heavens. Ojika Sunjika is ready to send you off with a smile. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Valdesian will suffice? Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture onto the sea of stars. To the Thamazane. They really kept that music here, huh? They really just canceled the freaking flying when you get in here. Oh, there's so many people to talk to? I don't even know who you are. It's Alpha! Well, you look very mechanized, holy shit. Oh yes, I know you, your reputation, the rumor mill precedes you. At any rate, how may I help you? You're just the person that's there, okay. It's Omega! Bleep bloop! The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring at you intently at the Ark. Quee! 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 Alpha appears to be trying to cheer you on. Thank you, Alpha. Oh my god, it's everybody for my journeys. Roshan. Man is said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture onto the greatest unknowns. I say to you, son of man, that you need not fear, as so long as man shares a bond with dragonkind, so too does he share our kinship with the heavens, and our ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I pray you go forth, and prove this bond of ours, tempered and tested, shall endure unbroken for 1,000 years. First the great exodus, now this, seems there's no end to our work. In truth, more than a few gleaners were distressed to learn that their earlier efforts were for nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that the new plan was for the best. I can tell you that. I can't tell you every man believes this is the wisest course, but I can say that all will be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom. And if you don't, well, at least you won't get the earful I certainly will. It's troubling enough that the brute Sicard left without warning, leaving me to carry out all those cumbersome containers. But that he failed to be present to send you off is absurd. That what could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? Look, it's freaking Colt in it. It is no easy thing to say, leave the star to us, but we must, and we will. As proud members of the Scions, we have a duty to uphold. And we needn't do so alone. Those dark days when we were driven from the Rising Stones and hunted as traitors are a thing of the past. We have allies in abundance now. Which to say, you needn't to worry about us. Go forth, knowledge that science will labor without rest in your absence. Though our fellow Scions couldn't be here, they wanted me to tell you that, no matter what calamity may befall us, they will never give up, and neither should you. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it may seem, your light will shine and endure. Mr. Skryl tells me your investigation into my theories on Akasha and its relation to the final days has made clear the source of our woes. I am elated to know my work was of some benefit, but I could not have shared it had you not rescued me from the tower that day. Yet I owe you a great debt, one I may never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless. Not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor. Small though the effect may be, yes, so long as we have hope, there is a chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity. We were quite fortunate, for the Loporrit's hyper-hopper was based on the principles similar to those of ethereology. Integrated within the Ark's existing systems might well have been impossible otherwise. We may have Charlane's wealth of knowledge at our disposal, but theirs' technology is far beyond anything we have ever studied. You're familiar with teleportation magics, yes? The momentary conversion of the body into ether that may travel via the life stream from one physical point onto another. Their hyperhopper enables transport through a similar method, but not one involving a life stream. Rather, it utilizes highly condensed ether to create an ethereal current of its own. This current is exponentially faster and more powerful than the naturally occurring ones which we are accustomed. So much so, in fact, that the ethereal conversion of the physical form is not a prerequisite for traversal. If you are concerned about the side effects, such as ethereal sickness, you needn't be. You should emerge to your destination hale and whole. In theory, at the very least, I can assure you it's safer than the experimental aetherice you used to reach Razahan. Moonbrita has been on my mind more often of late. How different her life might have been if not for our research into teleportation magics. Perhaps she would never have gained an interest in ethereological studies. But to abandon our work out of misplaced guilt for one for who she could have been would be a disservice to the memory of who she was. Nay, it was because of her that we found the resolve to carry on. Now we can stand at the edge of a new frontier, with a ship ready to bear you onto the distant stars and beyond. This arc is much her accomplishment as it is ours. I regret nothing. Oh my gosh. The arc is missing one last, very crucial component before we are ready to take off. It should be arriving shortly. Quite a turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event? I'll send word to the Alliance leaders at the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering for you every step on the way. Of the way. Let us hear what Father has to say. They say the work on the Ark is finished, but you certainly wouldn't know by looking at it. I wasn't expecting quite so many people to be seeing us off. This is the principle of etherochemistry, a synthesis of modern innovation and the ancient wisdom of Alag. The Ark's engine appears to be capable of processing condensed ether in quantities I never thought possible. That even Wolfson and Blowita should be in attendance is most unexpected, but I am nonetheless heartened by their presence. So this is a ship that will bear us onto Ultima Thule. I think I said Thule before. It's Thule. For so many to see us off like this seems wholly unnecessary. Still, I'll not begrudge them for wishing us well. Oh my god, finally. Oh man, I need more soda. Alpha! I wonder if Alpha would be there for people who didn't complete the Omega raids.
All present and accounted for. Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Let me call it
Seeing
Endwalker.
as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
I thought they'll call it Endwalker. Be great though.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Vana. I'm gonna call it Vana.
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
We're gonna call it the Louisois.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
Also not Louisois. What was that fragment?
The starship Ragnarok.
Ah, Ragnarok! Another starfaring ship. Oh, did my freaking camera die again? It did. Guys, what the heck? We might have to make an improv to, end here. Yeah, but I think I am gonna have to do a little refreshing of my computer after this. Anywho, yes, Ragnarok was what I was trying to say before I realized my camera was frozen for a bit there. Was, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII had the ship called Ragnarok in it.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Hey! All the beastmen. All the beast tribes are here. Dude, I think it's literally all of them.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loperids are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Scions conceived of summoning as we know it. a derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience.
Oh, what the heck?
Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Scions incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Dude, good King Moggle Magna 12 is gonna be in this.
Lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Will he forever be part of the Primal crew?
Lead the way.
They better show all of them show up.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
The hell's that?
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
The camera's still intact.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
I don't know why I lingered on that for a minute. I think my mind wandered off for a second there. Oh my god, do I have to talk to everybody again? I think they all say the same thing, right? Fortuna would be the one that has something different. Ameliance will not be joining us, I'm afraid, but she could not bear to watch her children embark on so perilous a mission. Make no mistake, I feel the same. I cannot tell you how many times I had to step away from my duty so distracted by thoughts of all the ways it could go wrong. Even now, a part of me wants to drag them away and forbid. Well, not that they would listen, so I will see them off with pride in my heart, and a prayer on my lips. For my children, and for this star they love so dearly. You must prevail. Make sure these all say the same thing. Nope, they say different things. Okay. The Ragnarok. Thus does grandfather's legacy live on. We mustn't waste any more time. Let us board and set out for Ultima Thule. Quite the turnaround. Oh no, that's the same thing you said before. I'll send word to. I'll send word to. No, I think I said that on before. Yeah. Yep. You say something different. Mother, father, grandfather. We will save the star and return home. I promise. Primal summoning, as it was intended. I never dared to consider they could be invoked without the danger of tempering. Change has come quickly to the star, and greater change yet awaits in the days to come. All the more reason we must not fail. Venturing quite literally into the unknown, we have to be ready for anything. As I said before, whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. I'd rather not spend any longer mulling over strategy. None of us are strangers to despair, and that is the source of her power. We are ready for it. I am most grateful for Wolfson and Blowida. Have devised a contingency should the need to flee arise, though I pray it shall not. We must needs strive for victory to the last, that Aetherius and her people survive, and that her champions return home, without exception. So the stage is set. I can but hope we are prepared to play our parts when we arrive at Ultima Thule. The key, I suspect, may lie with Heidelin's parting message to us. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goes one, so goes the other. Knowing Meteon wields the power of despair, we must bring to bear hope in equal measure. I'd rather not spend any longer mulling over strategy. None of us are strangers to despair, and if that is their source of her power, we are ready for it. Did I read that one right? Nero! The world cannot end now, not when we but scratch the surface of the Loporit's technological know-how. So run along now, and do what it is you vaunted heroes do best. The world shall trouble before my genius soon enough, assuming you're able to prevent its destruction, that is. You haven't forgotten anything, have you? No repairs or commissions? A delivery for retainers, perhaps? No? Well, if there's nothing else, have a safe journey. I'll have to remember to thank Tataru for her timely provisions of food and drink, poor witch would have long since given up from exhaustion otherwise. But now the rest is up to you. Come back safe, alright? The Ragnarok is a collaborative effort in every sense. The culmination of knowledge from the world's greatest minds, both past and present. Without question, the greatest ship ever built. Okay. Agleaf. If you come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Several cutscenes will play in sequence? Is it... No. Alright, okay, hold on, guys. Given that my camera is not being cooperative right now, I'm going to use this chance to end the episode, because I don't know how many cutscenes they're going to play. I can't let this last too long, okay? So, this is Firemac saying, Doodles! See you next time. And look at that, it froze just as I said that. Awesome. Perfect. Goodbye, everyone.